and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new to my channel. My name is Christy and I am super excited to sit down with you guys here on A Budgeting Mama to share a little bit about how I budget. So I have mentioned this multiple times, but I try my very best to keep things extremely simple here on my channel. Is the way I budget, the way I cash budget, the way I do pretty much anything. I try to keep it as simple as possible. So I wanted to share how to create a very simple budget. This is perfect for people who are just starting out and getting started with your cash budgeting journey or your budgeting journey in general. So I hope you guys get something from today's video. I hope you enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And be sure to turn on that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So I have my budget planner here. Like I said, I keep it super simple. I do have this budget planner available to download. So if you guys are interested, definitely check out the link below for this budget planner. So I have my calculator here. This is an essential tool for me. I always have a calculator on hand. I also sometimes use my phone calculator, but just having this extra one on the table is really great. I use my actual paper planner. And I'll show you guys how I use this in my budgeting process. So whenever let me point this out, we do get paid first and the 15th. So I budget by paycheck and not like monthly. So that is just what works for our family, but this particular planner can be used any way you need it to be used. But so this is what I do. I get my planner out when it's time. I know budget payday is coming up, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my planner and I go to whenever we are in. So I'm just gonna move this out of the way really quickly so I can show you guys what I do. So I'm just gonna use this past month for to use as an example. So I get my planner out and I know we get paid on the 1st and the 15th. So I look at those days and then I think about what is going to be due. So I'll just go ahead with this one because this is what we just recently budgeted and it's more fresh in my mind. So we got paid on the 15th. So what I do is I have a pen and I go through and mark down what bills are due with this particular paycheck. So I know that this paycheck is going to have to last until the next 1st. So I'm just going to write this right here just so we know. So I would be going from the 15th to the 1st. So I go ahead and add what is due. So as you can see, I got a couple little notes here, specifically my subscriptions, because those are the things that are sometimes hard for me to remember. So I go ahead and add those in here. And then I also have a list of what major bills are due. Let me just go ahead and grab that really quickly. So I thought I had it closer. I cleaned off my desk before doing this video, so it was a little bit further away. All right, so as you can see, my daughter has gotten a hold of this. She's got stickers on here. She's got pin marks on here. But anyways, it still works all the same. So I go ahead and put all my major expenses on this list. I think I downloaded this off the Budget Mom's website. But this is pretty simple. You can make this yourself in the notebook or whatever. But yeah, so it has an expense description, how much, due date, and whether that's coming out of your account or if you're paying that with cash. Most of all my major bills come out of my account. The only thing I sometimes pay with cash is my phone bill, but I haven't done that in a while. I just let it come out of the account like everything else. So I have a couple of things are going to be changing, but this is just what I've been going by. So I have like car payment, internet, all of the, major expenses, and then I have the amount and when it's due. All right, so this is just my subscriptions, but I don't really need that right now. So I see we got the 15th, so I go and see what's due either on the 15th or after. And so I have these 3 things due on the 15th. So I know my car payment is due on the 15th. I know my internet is due on the 15th, and my credit card is due on the 15th. I also have another credit card down here due on the 15th. So I know these things are going to have to be paid with this paycheck. So I notate those things along with the subscriptions I've already added in here. They're listed here. I also have this membership and subscription worksheet. I got this off of the Budget Mom too. Also put the dates, description, and how much. As you see, I've been cutting stuff left and right, getting rid of stuff. But yeah, so I go and see when it's due. Like for example, this one's due on the 17th. So I know on the 17th I have Spotify due. I have Epidemic on the 27th. So I go to the 27th and see that that is all going to be within this pay period. Okay, so once I've notated all of that, I got everything down in my planner. I move on to my worksheet on my actual laptop. Now, you can print this out and use it as paper. I also have it, guys, everything has my daughter's marks all over it. But anyways, this is laminated anyway, so I can easily wipe this off. But you can do it this way as well. Like if you don't have access to like a laptop or iPad or something, you can just print it off and laminate it. And you can use it over and over again to keep from having to reprint it. But yeah, so I go to my budget planner. I put in whatever the date is, and then I list my income, any other additional income I might have, and that is my total income for this pay period. And then I go over to my expenses. Now I change these out depending on when I'm planning. Like my first paycheck, obviously, my car payment isn't due, so I would just take that out. But whatever expenses I have due, and I total those all up. On this particular sheet, I also have a debt payoff section because right now that's one of the things we're focusing on. We are focusing on paying down some credit card debt. So I would put whatever extra money we have saved up in here to go towards our credit card debt. And that is how I kind of like look at my budget plan. Like these are the things that I need to budget for that pay period. So I also use this cash budget stuffing sheet just to break things down a little bit more. So on this particular worksheet, what I do is I take the income that we got from over here, and then I take whatever amount of the bills are. So everything we have over here, expense wise, I tally that all up, and that is what I list in my bills. And then I take the difference between my income and my expenses, and then that is my balance. And what's left over is what I have to stuff. So, and that doesn't always have to be the same number. Sometimes I will leave some money in my account. So I will only be stuffing like a different amount. So just because that's what's left over doesn't mean you have to stuff all of that. And that's sometimes what I do. Then I come over here to my cash envelopes. So if you are a cash budgeter, you have your main cash envelopes. These are your main things that you spend money from each week. I have mine listed out here. And then I try to keep, that same amount the same if I possibly can. Obviously income changes and varies from month to month. Bills change from month to month, so you don't always know what your expenses are always going to be if you have like things that might change. So based upon that, this might change, but for the most part it stays the same, as long as our bills and our income stays the same. But yeah, so I have quite a few right now. one day I hope to cut this down, like for example diapers. Hope I'm getting ready to start potty training with Aubrey, so hopefully that will come out soon. But yeah, so these are my, like, I call it my box, my main box. These are the important things that I have to have no matter what. Sinking funds, all that stuff, that's all extra. These are my core expenses that are more important. So I have my gas, eating out, groceries, spending for me and my husband, giving, diapers, household, and the kids. So that would be spending, that they might need throughout the week. So these are my core expenses outside of my bills. All right, and then from there I budget what's left over into my sinking funds and savings. So let's just take a look at these. So I'm actually going to be changing these too. I will have to do an update video for sinking funds, but for the purpose of this video, these are the kinds of things that I have in my sinking funds. Again, these are all extras. So as long as I have enough money to stuff fees, then whatever's left over goes into these options here. So right now in my sinking funds, I have my buffer, car maintenance, Snickers, which is our guinea pig, date night. And as you can see, I've taken quite a few things out over the past few weeks, but business, Christmas, medical, school, anniversary. And these are also sinking funds, but these are just a little bit more important to me. I put my important savings goals down here. So my husband, he was saving up for a tattoo, so that's his. I have my savings, which is our emergency fund. We're working on building that up. Moving, this is new. These two things we've recently added. Moving, we're going to be moving soon, and 1 month ahead, because that's my goal, to get us a month ahead on our bills. And then we have low priority sinking funds, and to me they're not like really low priority, but more so I have more time to save up for these things. So I have each of my kids has a saving fund: holidays, sports, birthdays, vacation, debt, clothes, retirement. And then I have my challenges. If you guys want a video more on challenges, I can do that, but these are just fun ways that you can save up money. These are not necessary things that you have to do. A lot of people just do them just to motivate you and keep you pushing towards the savings goal. And then down here, I just have a place where I can put where I've paid towards that, such as school loans and credit card debt, just to keep a tally on it each time I do budgeting. So that is pretty much a simple way that I currently do my budgeting process. If you have any particular questions about budgeting, definitely drop them in the comment down below. But that's it, guys. That was a super simple, straightforward look at how I budget simply. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.